There's Klinsmann, Jürgen Klinsmann, World Cup winner, turning up for Spurs in that familiar 18 shirt he made his own with Germany. And the Spurs fans certainly making their voices heard at Hillsborough. So Spurs line up with Ian Walker in goal, wearing 13. And Mark Bright gets Sheffield Wednesday, also knocks it back. David Petrescu again. Another chip forward and... oh, Barmby ever so close. Petrescu. Looking for Taylor. There's Bart Williams. Sheringham would chip across, and that's a goal. Mark Bright, no, the referee's disallowed it for offside. And Mark Bright, who did so much damage to Spurs. For Spurs is Darren Anderton, 2 men in attendance, but he gets the crossover. He's looking for Sheringham, and Sheringham's in the clear, and it's Sheringham, and it's there, and Spurs have scored. 18 minutes gone at Hillsborough. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Spurs 1. Teddy Sheringham opening his account. As the Spurs players gather round him, the first man to reach him was Klinsmann. A dejected Kevin Pressman on your screens. Seeded again, the cross came over it, totally eluded the defenders. Sheringham had time to even correct himself with the outside of his foot just inside the left hand. Kerslake chips it in. Anderton could reach it, but he still applauds the cross by David Kerslake. Pulls to Sheringham. Sheringham has a poke. Again, Ian Walker is in the right place at the right. Nethergott plays it forward, looking to pick out Teddy Sheringham. It doesn't reach him, but Jürgen Klinsmann gets onto it. Sheringham, Anderton, and Darren Anderton, and it's there. Darren Anderton has made it 2 for Spurs. And on the half hour, Spurs get their second goal with Darren Anderton. And look at the Spurs fans behind that goal. You can see them on your screen. See it again. Anderton is through, evades the tackle. In fact, it was from nothing. The free kick was taken quick. Once Calderwood looks up, chips it over. Seeking out Sheringham, it was too short, but Sol Campbell's on the end of it and has a speculative shot from outside the area, and it wasn't that far wide. There's Hirst inside him, goes further. Calderwood's got a foot on that. It lands in Ian Walker's arms. The whistle goes at half-time at Hillsborough, with Ossie Ardiles' Spurs going in 2 goals to the good. And Brian Hill gets the second half underway at Hillsborough. In the 54th minute, Bart Williams from the left-hand wing for Wednesday takes with his right foot. Campbell nods it forward. And that's it, it's there. And it's Dan Petrescu who scored on his debut for Sheffield Wednesday. .53.5 minutes on the clock. Petrescu, the new signing from Romanian football for Trevor Francis, has pulled one back. And there will be questions asked of the Spurs defence. We'll see it again now. So many Spurs defenders, they were trying to come out to play the offside. And under the old rules, it runs to Nolan. Looks for Taylor. Taylor cleverly plays it to Sinton, gets across it over. As Hirst goes in on that, Sol Campbell it was. To Sheffield Wednesday, man, they can start another move with Bart Williams just inside the area. Bart Williams again, and it's there. And Wednesday have equalised. 65 minutes on the clock. Sol Campbell tried to get the tackle in, he hit the deck. Bart Williams is in the clear, and he's shot straight past Ian Walker to make the score. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Spurs 2. See it again now. Bart Williams got into the area. Campbell lost his balance. He went down. The ball was flicked back to him by Bright. And Bart Williams, the young man from Sierra Leone. I would give that one to Bart Williams. You can see on your screens Trevor Francis in there. Look at him there. There's no doubt who is their captain on the field now. As Sheringham nods it forward for Barmby. Barmby's got to run. He's got an option. Barmby chips it and it's there. And Nick Barmby's restored Spurs leads. What a lovely goal for Spurs. The 71st minute. And Nick Barmby puts it past Pressman's right hand into the far post. And Spurs have regained their lead. See it again. Barmby was given a clear run, one-on-one. Des Walker went one way, and Barmby, no mistake. He had the option of playing in Klinsmann, but Nick Barmby decided, I'm going for goal. Stay again. The cross comes over, looking for David Hirst, but it's put behind for the corner. With his left foot gets the cross over, looking for Mark Bright. Bright nods it forward. Chris Bart Williams plays it back for Ian Taylor. It's wide of Ian Walker's right hand post. And Ian Taylor. Mickey Hazard. Colin Calderwood breaks forward.
Anderton. Klinsmann!
All the Spurs players to certainly take the mickey out of the home supporters. One thinks that was rehearsed. But Spurs get their fourth goal and Jürgen Klinsmann is on the score sheet. 82nd minute on the clock here at Hillsborough. Look at that, a diving header. But all points must be given to Darren Anderton. The Spurs will have 3 points today. The 6-point deduction that Spurs have had imposed on them come off at the end of the season. There'll be no minus situations for Spurs this season. And there's a goal pulled back by Wednesday, much to the disgust of the Spurs defence. And it was David Hirst with an absolute cracker, one has to say. Cross came over, nodded back by Ian Taylor, and on the volley, on the full, just on the edge of the area, David Hirst scores an absolute cracker. Just let it go. Petrescu has it, and Bart Williams clear through with Walker. Walker's out and gathers it brilliantly, and full points to Ian Walker. For Wednesday with Chris Bart Williams on his outside. Bart Williams puts a deep cross in. So deep and straight over Ian Walker's bar into the crowd behind the goal. It'll be a goal kick and time to use up for Spurs. Bart Williams inside, plays a 1-2 with Petrescu. Bart Williams again, Hazard tries to close him down and the cross comes in, but Ian Walker's equal to it. And Spurs still have possession with Teddy Sheringham, but that is it. Brian Hill's blown the whistle. And the opening day of the 94-95 Carling Premiership ends at Hillsborough with the final score of Tottenham Hotspur 4, Sheffield Wednesday 3. The home side going down. Spurs scorers Sheringham, Anderton, Barmby and Klinsmann. And Spurs salute their travelling supporters. But they'll all be anxious to get back to the dressing room to check on the condition of Jürgen Klinsmann, who was stretchered off with about 6 or 7 minutes to go after a terrible clash of heads, accidental clash of heads with Des Walker, Sheffield Wednesday captain. But all things said, in terms of points, Ozzy Ardiles couldn't have asked for more. And to come away from Hillsborough with a 4-3 win is great news for Spurs.